Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new box office breakdown show here on Max Talks Movies. We're going to break down the box office of this past weekend, which was August 5th to August 7th. We're also going to break down the overall domestic and worldwide charts of this year and also preview this upcoming week in theaters. My name is Max Stinberg. Welcome to a brand new box office breakdown show here on Max Talks Movies. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, movie rankings in this show every single Monday. So please subscribe, ring the bell, comment down below what did you see in movies this weekend, what are you going to see this upcoming weekend, and what are your thoughts on this weekend's box office. And also please like the video, guys, the thumbs up button, and that's how you support this channel. So let's get into this weekend's box office. In first place in its opening weekend was Sony's Bullet Train. Sony back in the multiplex this weekend, getting $30 million out of Bullet Train. This is not as big as a number as I think Sony was expecting. It was people, I think Sony wanted this to be their big movie of the summer, and then it was kind of hitting at like 21 million, and it kind of got to 30. So good there, but it had IMAX screens. I went to an IMAX screen on Friday on opening day, and it was not very packed. So that was not a good sign, especially here in Los Angeles, but 30 million is just not as good. And while Brad Pitt is one of the most famous actors out there, he kind of falls in line with the guys like Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Gosling, and honestly George Clooney, who are not the biggest of box office draws. I think he's been the main person who's been marketing this film. He's been all over all the posters and everything. But he has his highest grossing film of all time in an opening weekend. I mean, his highest opening weekend ever was for World War Z, which was at 66 million. And other than that, his movies just haven't really come close to that number. So another kind of not as big a box office number as I think people expect with a guy who's been this famous for so long like Brad Pitt. In the second weekend, in second place is DC League of Super Pets from Warner Brothers Discovery now, getting another $11 million. It drops 52% in its second weekend and is at $44.9 million. Obviously, Warner Brothers Discovery has been the topic in the movie business, really entertainment business in the last week. And the same with they released a new DC film. I know it's not the biggest, but Super Pets did drop 52%. It's kind of on pace with The Bad Guys because it's doing because animated films are in the summer like this. Super Pets is doing very good during the week. So its overall number is actually pretty solid, but during the weekend, it's not doing as much because a lot of kids are going during the week to see this movie. But still not great. It's still on pace as The Bad Guys to be another solid animated film coming out in the summer, but nothing special coming with this film at the box office. In third place, in its third weekend, is Nope. Nope drops another 54%, gets to 8.5 million this weekend. It's at 97.9 domestically, so it is now basically $2 million away from reaching the $100 million, the century mark of $100 million domestic, but it will still not reach the heights of the first two Jordan Peele films. Us and Get Out both got to 175 million domestic. It would be a miracle if this even got to 150. So this is definitely going to be the weakest box office performance for Jordan Peele in his career, and it sucks because this is definitely his most expensive film to make of the three. So not great news. That is also Universal. In fourth place this weekend, we go back to Disney with Thor: Love and Thunder in its fifth weekend. Thor makes 7.7 million at the box office, 42% drop off, and Thor is now at 316 domestic. So overall, obviously, it's doing very well box office wise for a Marvel movie. Some people are criticizing this as a bit of an underwhelming box office for Thor: Love and Thunder. It's kind of middle of the pack for the MCU domestically, and it will not get to Thor Ragnarok. And its worldwide numbers are not great either. So good numbers for Thor: Love and Thunder, but if you're looking at the Marvel machine, it will not do well as both the last two films with Spider-Man: No Way Home and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And wrapping up the top five, kicking Top Gun finally off the top five list because in its sixth weekend, Minions: The Rise of Gru is still in the top five by $100,000 on Top Gun Maverick, 7.1 million. It drops 35% and it's up to 334. So as we expected, Minions has already done better domestically than Thor: Love and Thunder. and continues to do well. This actually is shocking because this is the first week, this past weekend, Minions: The Rise of Gru became available on streaming. And we've been seeing that with a lot of Universal's films. The Black Phone took only 3 weeks to get into onto the marketplace. Jurassic World Dominion had 5 weeks, I think 5 or 6 weeks in theaters before it went to digital PVOD, and now it's taken 6 weeks for Minions to get to this point. So now Minions is available to rent or purchase for a high price, but still doing well in theaters. When we look at domestically, though, Top Gun Maverick is still the movie of the year. You know, it was 100,000. It had 7 million this week, and now 7.1. Top Gun Maverick still the biggest movie of the year domestically, 662. It is now 7th all time domestically. Now it passed Titanic this past week. It now is $16 million away from passing Avengers: Infinity War to get into the top 6. We shall see if Top Gun Maverick continues to have its legs there. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness number 2 with 411 million. Jurassic World Dominion at 371, number 3. The Batman, number 4. Minions: The Rise of Gru jumps to number 5 with 334, leaping over Thor: Love and Thunder, which is 316 domestic, and number 6. Sonic 7, Uncharted 8, 9 is Elvis, and 10 is Lightyear. And by the time I talk to you next weekend, Nope will be the 12th movie of the year to get to the century mark domestic. And when we look at the worldwide charts, Top Gun Maverick is still the biggest movie of the year worldwide. 1.3 billion now for Top Gun Maverick. Jurassic World Dominion's at number 2 with 960. So Jurassic World now leaping Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness this weekend, as Jurassic World opened a bit few other markets, and it has done 588 internationally. So big numbers internationally for Dominion. So Jurassic World now leaps Doctor Strange with 954. The Batman at 767. Minions: The Rise of Gru at number 5. Now it has leaped Thor worldwide with 759. Thor is at 698 worldwide, about to hit that $700 million mark. Fantastic Beasts: Six Dumbledore at number 8 with 400 million. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is also at 400 million, number 9. Uncharted is at number 10. So no major releases coming in theaters this weekend. This is one of the rare instances where there's not a big summer movie coming out. Really, Bullet Train kind of concludes the big time summer movies. There is stuff still coming out in this month, but nothing major. A film that released limitedly in 6 theaters that did very well in its 6 theaters and had the best per movie theater average this week was a movie called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies from A24. That is now releasing in more theaters than it was, and I'll be seeing that this upcoming Friday. So stay tuned this week. We have a lot of videos still coming out on the channel. This past weekend was a pretty busy one for me. I reviewed Bullet Train, Luck, They/Them, and Prey this past weekend. So a lot of more videos. Also, there's another Netflix movie coming out this Friday. And as I said, I'm reviewing Bodies, Bodies, Bodies as well. So please stay tuned for more reviews. Sorry if it takes until Friday before we get another video. I'll be back next Monday. We'll break down the box office and we'll preview next week's. I'll see you guys then.